How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a new team. We have a Tatsugiri team. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of the team in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump to the team preview. Okay, today we're battling versus Viridoo, also known as Biridoo, in the Discord server. You should definitely join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There is a link in the description down below. Looking at their team, they've got a Mabostiff, a Lycanroc, Dusk, Goodra, Mismagius, Bronzong, and Rotom. Not bringing any of the new mons, which is cool to see. Nice to see some of the older mons getting some love. Oh, it's weird to say Pokemon like Lycanroc are older. I feel really old now. So anyway, looking at the team, they probably lead off with a Lycanroc or the Bronzong. I think I'm going to lead off with a Bronzong, expecting either of those two to come off the lead. If they lead with Rotom, they can get a free Volt Switch, because there's no way I'm switching a Krookodile into a Rotom Mo. There's just no way. Not unless I know they're going for the kill. Never, never, never. And the battle begins. So Biridoo over there is going to lead off with Iorana, which is the Bronzong, as I headed off with my own Bronzong. Nice and shiny as well. Gotta love it. So, off the bat, they're probably going to have a set up Stealth Rocks or Screens. I think I'm just going to go straight for my own Stealth Rocks. I think getting up Stealth Rocks is going to be important. They go for their Stealth Rocks of their own. Absolutely fine. And now it's a matter of what kind of Bronzong they've brought. So is it just going to be Stealth Rocks and that's it? Or is it going to be Screens? Or is it going to be what? Thunderwave? I don't know. I don't think it gets Thunderwave, but it could be. It could be Thunderwave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look at the team. I'm thinking the threats immediately are going to be the Lycanroc, the Mabostiff. Well, they've got a mixture of both. So I think I'll go for a Reflect first, just to get it up. Just because I feel like they probably switch into something else now. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to withdraw. What are they going to withdraw into, though? That's the real question. The Mismagius, maybe? Monstera. That's going to be the Rotom. Okay, Rotom comes in. He gets some Stealth Rock damage, which is always nice. We're going to get up a Reflect. I went for the Reflect just because the other Bronzong's obviously going to have physical attacks, most likely. I think now I go for a Light Screen, though. They probably go for a Trick, but that's absolutely fine. If they're going to go for a Trick, do I switch out into my Krookodile or what? I could switch into Krookodile. Krookodile's not bothered about getting a Scarf Trick to it. Bronzong, though, once it's got the Light Screen up, it's not really going to be used too. I'll go for a Light Screen, screw it. Even if they're going to go for a Trick, it doesn't really matter too much. As there it is, the Trick comes through. It's going to give us, what item is it going to give us? That's the real question. A Choice Scarf. So we could have gone into Krookodile there, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. So we'll go for a Light Screen real quick. There we go. And they get a lump of Light Clay. They get a nice lump of Light Clay. So not a very useful item for them to have. I'm just going to go ahead and smack. Oh, wait, can I even switch your moves now? No, I probably can't, can I? I'm locked into Light Screen. So they go for a Volt Switch here, right? So I'm going to go straight into my Krookodile. If they catch the Krookodile on the switch of a Leaf Storm here, then I'm kind of boned. They know we have to switch out, though. That's the thing. So do they go for a Leaf Storm expecting the Krookodile switch? They don't. They go for a Volt Switch, which is great. So we made the good play. We made the better play right there. So Krookodile's in. They kind of have to switch out here. No, we don't, though. That's the thing. They don't have to switch out at all. We could Terrestrialize so we take less damage from the Leaf Storm and go for a close combat. That's always an option, because they're not going to bring Mismagius in. There's no way. They either bring the Mabostiff in. I say we Terrestrialize and go for a close combat. I think that's the best thing to do. So we'll Terrestrialize real quick. They are staying in. Are they going to go for a Leaf Storm? We're just going to Terrestrialize into a nice and powerful fighting type. We do have the Light Screen up as well, so we should be able to get a lot of damage off on this thing. We might be able to KO after Terrestrializing into a fighting type. Close combat might be able to KO this Rotom. So let's see how much damage we're talking here. So let's go for the close combat. Nice and boosted by Terrestrialization. Pow, 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 pow. Nearly gets the KO on the Rotom, which is amazing. We do get a defense drop, which is unfortunate, as they probably go for a Leaf Storm here, right? They go for a Leaf Storm. Let's see if we can take this. We do take it like a champ. Absolutely brilliant. So that's perfect. So they probably know we're Choice Scarf now, which means they're going to go into the Mismagius. In which case, I want to go into my Ampharos. Ampharos is a good switch into Rotom anyway, just purely for the fact that we're able to eat up any hit that it wants to throw at us, especially now it's had a special attack drop. But I'm really expecting the Mismagius to come in right now. So we'll save Krookodile for later with its Choice Scarf. Now that their Choice Scarf user is gone, we're in a much better position. So they do withdraw. Are they going to withdraw into the Mismagius? That's the real question. Irene, that's got to be Mismagius, right? It is Miss Mages. Cool. So Miss Mages comes in. It's going to get some Stealth Rock damage, as do we. It is Leftovers, which is interesting. So Leftovers, Miss Mages. They don't have a ground type on their team, so I'm just going to go straight for that Volt Switch. They're probably going to... They either Nasty Plot here, or they go straight for the attack, or they go for a burn maybe to get some damage off on passively. They go for a Nasty Plot, which is really terrifying. But it's fine because we can just bring old crusty Krookodile back in and get a crunch off, which would be nice. So we go for a Volt Switch, which is great. We don't need to take any unnecessary damage on our Ampharos. Now we can go straight back into the Krookodile and we can go for a crunch. What other options do we have? Not really a lot. So Krookodile it is. Let's go back into Krookodile real quick. Bandit. Oh, Bandit boy over here. We do resist the Stealth Rock, so we're not going to take too much damage from them as they go ahead and get some Leftovers recovery, which is going to bring them back over halfway, as our Volt Switch did do over 50%. So Light Screen's going to wear off, which is unfortunate, but that's what happens when you get your Light Screen, where you get your Light Clay taken off of you. So I'm going to go ahead and go straight for the Crunch. I'm looking at their team, and I'm thinking, you know, we're not in a bad position. They probably go for the Mabostive switch. We could go for the Close Combat expecting that. But I think they definitely expect us to be Choice Scarf, right? Or should we just go for the safe play of the Crunch? Maybe we catch them off guard. They might not know we're Choice Scarf yet. So let's go for a Crunch. They do withdraw your Irene. Okay, so they know we're Choice Scarf, which is good. We can probably use that later. They're going to go into Benito, which is going to be the Mabostive. Yep, the Mabostive, it comes in. No Intimidate, which is interesting. We go for the Crunch. It's going to do a decent bit of chip damage, which is amazing. Now, if I wasn't Choice Scarfed, I'd stay in 100%, but we don't need to. We've got a Yumyum over here. We've definitely got the Dachsbun over here who can eat up any hit this thing wants to throw us. It's probably Stakeout, which means it's going to do double damage once we switch out, but it should be fine. There we go. Going to withdraw our Krookodile. We're going to go into Dachsbun because it can take a hit from this thing, no problem. As in comes Yumyum, the physically defensive wall that it is. It's a very physically defensive Pokemon. It's pretty good, actually. They go for a Play Rough. That's going to do nothing to us. Well, it did a decent chunk of damage, to be fair. That was Stakeout boosted, though. I'd imagine that's Stakeout boosted. So that's pretty awesome damage for us. The Reflect is going to wear off as well. See, that was definitely Stakeout damage because that was through Reflect. 100% Stakeout damage. So I kind of want to go for a Wish here. Kind of want to go for a Yawn. I think I will go for the Yawn option. They probably go into the Bronzong here, expecting something. So I think I go for the Yawn here, as they do withdraw. Are they going to go into the Bronzong? Bronzong into Yawn would be nice. Iorana, that's the Bronzong. So Bronzong comes in. Nice and small Bronzong as well. Now, my Bronzong's bigger than yours. Let's go for a Yawn anyway, and get that all up and running. And then we can just go for a nice and powerful Wish if we want to. So we'll go for a Wish. I think Wish is the right play to go for. Bronzong doesn't get any form of recovery outside of Leftovers. So we could go whittle this thing down with some Wish body press shenanigans. Really depends on what that last move is. I'm going to go for the Wish anyway, just to get it up. Giggity. Wish comes through. There we go. Nicely done by the doggo. As they go for a Gyro Ball, which is going to hurt, but it's not going to be able to take us out. No problems there. So we're absolutely fine right now. We're absolutely fine. So as much as I would go into the Krookodile right now to get a nice and powerful crunch off and get some... oh, we could do that, actually. We could do that. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into Krookodile just to get the Wish back up. Just to get a health back up from the Wish. There we go. Going to withdraw Yumyum. We're going to get him out of there. And we're going to go into the Krookodile because the Bronzong is asleep. They've got at least one turn of sleep left over, so that's always something to look forward to. Stone's going to dig in. They're going to be fast asleep. They're just going to burn off a team and turn asleep this turn, which is absolutely fair. And we get a nice and powerful Wish recovery, which isn't going to recover us to full health, but it does the job good enough. We could go for Close Combat here, or we could go for a Crunch. I feel like Mabostive comes in here to take a Crunch. So we could go for the Close Combat just to predict that. We do, however, have to worry about them going for a Gyro Ball. And I really think Krookodile's our win con here, looking at the rest of their team. So we definitely want to keep it around. If we can get them and Mabostive out of the way and weaken the Goodra a bit, we should be good to go with Crunch. But I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to go straight for the safe Crunch. They do stay in. They're going to take a Crunch like a champ. Like that. They're going to get a defense drop as well. I just hope they're still asleep this next turn. They are fast asleep, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing for us. Absolutely amazing for us. So, they might not know we're Choice Scarf still. They might not know we're Choice Scarf because I'm pretty sure Krookodile naturally outspeeds Rotom. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure. So, if we go for another crunch here, do we expect them to go into Mabostive next? Or do we make the read and go into something to take care of the Mabostive, like the Tatsugiri, who can drop a Draco? No, can't drop a Draco. I ain't gonna drop a Draco. Who can go for a Surf? I feel like we just go straight for the crunch here because it's damage on the Mabostive anyway. They're going to withdraw. What are they going to go into to take a crunch? That's the real question. They're going to go into their Benito, which is going to be the Mabostive again. Absolutely fine because Stealth Rocks plus the extra crunch. If we get a defense drop, that's going to be really nice. As we don't get a defense drop. We don't get a defense drop, so that's unfortunate. But what can we do? We can go into Bronzong again if we want to. If we want to expect to play rough, we can definitely go into Bronzong and get rid of that that shenanigery, and we can probably get a Reflect up. So I'm going to go into Bronzong real quick. Bronzong can't switch into a crunch very well, but it can definitely switch into a play rough if they go for play rough. And based on the last things, they're probably expecting the Dachsbun to come in, to be fair, so they probably go for a play rough. So they go for a play rough, which is going to be boosted by Stakeout, does a hell of a lot of damage, stings quite a bit, but it's absolutely fine. As this next turn, I'm going to go ahead and go. Which screen's more important? Probably light screen, right? Probably light screen. So let's go for the light screen real quick. As they do withdraw, wondering why they withdrawed. Maybe they're locked in with Choice Band. They're going to go back into Irene. Come on, Irene. Come on, Irene. It's going to get some Stealth Rock damage, which is absolutely fine. We go for a light screen real quick. There we go. As they probably go for the nasty plot again. I'm going to switch into Ampharos once again. And I'm going to go straight for that T-Bolt. Ampharos is Assault Vest, so we can definitely take a hit from this thing, no problem. Even at +2 special attack, it should be fine. So we'll withdraw our Bronzong real quick, and we'll go into our Ampharos. Ampharos should be able to take a hit, no problem. And we should be able to get some damage off on this Mismagius. So I'm just looking at the team matchup here, and I'm thinking, you know, Krookodile is definitely our win con, right? If we can get rid of this Mismagius, it's definitely our win con. So Volt Switch did about half. So I'm thinking that Thunderbolt will do a bit more. So let's go for the Thunderbolt. They are going to Terastallize. What type are they going to Terastallize into, though? Hopefully not a ground type. That'd be awkward. They are going to Terastallize. What type are they going to go into? A fairy type. So they're going to go for that nice and powerful Dazzling Gleam more than likely right now. Which isn't going to do, you know, too much damage because of the Assault Vest and the light screen and everything. So they go for a Draining Kiss. Interesting. That's going to be boosted by Terastallization, but it's not going to do nearly enough damage to us, as it's going to recover a bit of their health. It recovers quite a lot of their health because Mismagius doesn't really have the best health in the world. So Thunderbolt comes through. It's going to do a hell of a lot of damage. As the next turn, we can probably anticipate a switch out, and I can go for a Volt Switch. If they're going to switch out, they probably go Goodra. If they're going to switch out, but I'm going to go for that nice and powerful Volt Switch anyway. They go for another Draining Kiss, which is fair enough. They're just going to let the Mismagius go down. Absolutely fair enough. It does a bit more damage this turn for some reason, which is going to recover some of their health, which is unfortunate. Not quite enough, as they do get the static from the... that's unfortunate they got static, but it doesn't really matter because I'm pretty sure they get KO'd right now by Volt Switch. So there we go. Volt Switch takes them out, and that's their Terastallization used up, which is absolutely perfect. So Mismagius goes down as we grab the first KO of the game, which is awesome. So there we go. And if we win, this will be my first time ever beating Biridu, I'm pretty sure. It's my first time beating Biridu. So got a couple of options here. We could go, we've still got Tatsugiri and Copperajah in the back. We could go Krookodile here, and that'll limit what they can bring in. Although they probably just go Goodra if that's the case. I'm thinking Copperajah is going to do really well here, so I'm going to go ahead and go to Copperajah. I feel like Copperajah does really well here. So we'll go into Trumbo, the Copperajah, nice and massive. In comes Liray, which is going to be what? The Lycanroc? That's fair enough. Lycanroc can come in all at once. It's going to get some Stealth Rock damage. And if Copperajah is doing anything this game, it's this. I'm going to go straight for a Heavy Slam, and they're probably going to go for a Close Combat. They go for the Close Combat. Are we going to live? We don't live, unfortunately. So they get the defense drops, which is great. Unfortunately, like I said, Trumbo does go down right now, but it's absolutely fine. He didn't do anything this game, but I'm sure he'll do something the next game. See, Copperajah is not that bulky, that's the thing. It's just not that bulky. It's not that bulky. So we could go into Tatsugiri, but I'm more inclined to go into the Krookodile right now and go straight for my own Close Combat, as they probably just go for the Accelerock right now just to get some damage off. So Pointed Stone's going to dig in, which is unfortunate, but we can just go straight for the Close Combat right now. There is no switching on their team to the Close Combat, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it. They're going to withdraw. What are they going to go into to take Close Combat? That's the real question. Are they going to go Goodra to try and get their Gooey? They go into Iorana, which is the Bronzong. Let's see how much damage you take from this close combat. Is it going to be able to KO from here? Let's have a look. Nice and Terrestrialized boosted. Close combat comes through. Nearly takes out the Bronzong. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. But it's absolutely fine. We've still got another like 6 or 7 of those to fire out at the team. So now that the Miss Magius is gone, I'm quite happy to come in and just spam close combat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go close combat real quick. As they do wake up. And they go for Protect. Fair enough. They go for Protect. They're trying to stall out the PP of my close combat, which makes a lot of sense because, you know, I kind of need close combat to win this game. And they're just like, nope, you're not allowed to use it as much as you wanted to. There's no way you're using that nearly as much as you wanted to. So that's fair enough. As we have 5 left, they have 5 Pokemon left. I'm going to go straight for the close combat to get the KO. Nice and boosted by Terrestrialization. Close combat comes through. Bronzong goes down. Absolutely perfect. So now we're in a very good position because we've got a Moxie boost coming up. We've got a nice and powerful Moxie boost coming up. The only downside is that now that we've got -2 in defense, we might be getting taken out by the Lycanroc Accelerock at some point. But looking at the rest of the team, Mabostiff, Goodra, and Rotom Heat, they don't get priority moves. They're going to go into Liray, which is the Lycanroc. They're probably going to go straight for that Accelerock, which makes sense. I'm going to withdraw first. I'm going to sack something off. I think I'm going to sack off the... What do I sack off here? I'm probably going to sack off the Ampharos because it's not really doing anything. Oh, they could still switch in on the Rotom. I think we sack off Dachsbun here. So I'm going to go ahead and sack off Dachsbun. I know for a fact that Krookodile is going to be my win condition, so I don't want it to go down just yet. So we're going to go to Yumyum real quick as they go straight for a Accelerock, which is going to be able to nearly KO us. Not quite, which is good because it means they're going to have to get 2 Life Orbs. 2 Life Orb recoils, so that's great. I'm going to go for the Wish on the off chance they switch out here, but I don't think they do. I think they just take out my Dachsbun, which is absolutely fine. Accelerock comes through. It's going to take out Dachsbun real quick. There we go. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. As another KO is claimed by my opponent. So we can just go into Krookodile now. We can go into a lot of things. We can go Tatsugiri. We could go for the Surf. We could go into Bronzong and get Reflect up or a Light Screen. I think Reflect is probably better. I think Krookodile is definitely our best option though. So I'm going to go Krookodile real quick. We are a fighting type. We do resist the Accelerock. Stealth Rocks are going to dig in a little bit and take away 10 health. But I think I could just go straight for a close combat now and get the KO on this thing, no problem. They're going to withdraw. What are they going to go into though to take a close combat? Probably the Rotom, right? Monstera. That's going to be what? The Mabostiff? No, that's the Rotom. Okay, yeah, cool. The Rotom. So Rotom comes in. It's not going to go down to the Stealth Rocks, which is good because we need that Moxie boost. We're going to go for a close combat. There we go. Take out the Rotom, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. As they probably bring in the Lycanroc again to get the KO with the Accelerock. No, they can't really do that. Moxie's going to come through for us, though. That's the thing. Moxie boost is going to come through for us. In comes Gummibri, which is going to be the Goodra. 100 billion% the Goodra. So that thing is quite scary. So we need to watch out with the Goodra. We have got a switch in Bronzong. Not the best switching in the world, but it'll do. They probably just drop a Draco right now. Half tempted to go into Ampharos and get off a Dazzling Gleam. Half tempted to do that. Because they don't really have a good switch into Dazzling Gleam. Lycanroc's on its last legs and Mabostiff's a Dark type on its last legs as well. I think we go Bronzong first. Get up a Light Screen. Or get up a... No. We get up a Light Screen now. We don't get up a Light Screen. We get off a... we go for that nice powerful Choice Scarf Gariball, right? Just get some damage off on this thing. So they go for a Draco Meteor. We should be able to tank that because we're specially defensive AF. There we go. We're going to tank that like it's nothing. They probably switch into Mabostiff now. So I think I'm going to go for a... I'm just going to go for Gariball. Screw it. They do withdraw. Are they going to go into the Lycanroc or the Mabostiff? Either way, Benito comes in. It's going to take this Gariball to the face after the Stealth Rocks. It's going to definitely be able to get the KO. So Bronzong's going to get a KO for us, which is not what I was expecting at all. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So Mabostiff goes down. Now they bring in Lycanroc. We should be able to sweep up. We should be able to clean up with Krookodile. So in comes Gummibri, the Goodra. All we need to do is get off some damage on this thing. That's all we really need to do. We should outspeed the Goodra, so let's go for a Gariball. It's not going to do much damage to it, but it's still damage at the end of the day. time has run out, the battle was over, but I'm pretty sure we won that with Krookodile. So Krookodile MVP, it's going in that thumbnail, and I'm going to make it look amazing, hopefully. I don't know, I'm not really keen on my own work, but hey, GG Birdo, I'm pretty sure I won that with Krookodile, but you never know. So thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.